It's working now.
I might be.
Freaking better work. You are live. It says what? Hold. What? Oh, there we go. Okay, fixed. Fixed. Somewhat. Okay. Ignore the beginning part. We're good to go. Just just don't mind me. Don't mind. I'm just getting things a bit better. Hey, there we go. It says I'm live. Let's get my tablet running. Oh, hello. Get your chats up. Get my giant Costco muffin ready to go. Talk with a mouthful. And need to figure out what I'm drawing. Oh, he's doing well. He's asleep right now. He's down for the night. Dang, what should I draw? Oh, I should see if I can get some classical music playing. We'll see. Can't guarantee it. Because classical is the jam. Let's see. Ooh, that's not from the system I wanted to go through. Unless it is. Let's see. Whew! Apparently that's what I need to listen to, actually. Let's just turn that down a bit. Beatles are pretty good, yep. I agree. How's the music? Is that fine, or is it too loud? Because again, I don't know if my microphone's quiet or not. It seems quiet. Calm and sleepy. And that this is heavy, fast classical music. It still might put you to sleep. My new pet's being a derp. I got an axolotl. Isn't that loud? Okay, good. I still don't want it to be too loud, and you might hear it through the microphone because it's coming through my speakers. Here, I'll just, there we go. That way I can hear it. Okay, music. Yes. Yeah, my axolotl's being a bit of a dork right now. I love her very much. She fits well into this family because we're a family of dorks. Still need to figure out what I'm drawing. Kind of went into this thinking maybe I could do a Alicia, Lewis, and Rubel thing, but I do that all the time. So it's like I have to do something crazy if I'm going to draw them. Like do some sort of scenario. Actually, before I tell you this story, I agree. I agree, Gaming Bonnie. What? I need to figure out some sort of situation to put these cats in. These cats. What's a classic, like, funny cat picture of, like, a mother and her child or something, and then just throw in Lewis for comedic effect? Shoot. Because I want to tell you the story, but I want to draw before I tell you the story. Or should I do Rubel and his friends? Should I do Rubel and his friends? I'm not sure. Goodness. I'm totally hardcore blanking. This is embarrassing, guys. I apologize. I apologize for this. It's like, I've been going through somewhat of a block to a point. Like, okay, we'll do that. No, I need to think of one of his friends moved away, actually, so I could add her in, but maybe I should just stick with, like, toddlers that are his friends, which are ironically all boys. But the lone girl moved away. I need to think, what's a typical... Actually, you know what? I got it. I'll recreate a picture that actually a friend of mine took when she was babysitting Ruble and his friend and her foster brother. So I'm gonna do that. Let's get a general thing going on here. Oh wait, no wait, we have 2 kittens and a puppy. Actually, kittens and puppy, no, they're still size difference. Let's go with like this, and then this, and then this. Okay, we'll go with that. Go from there. Okay. So story time. Story time. I can't do voices very well. That's Robin's department. From the 60s or 70s? Oh boy. I like general doo-wop music, so that's kind of hard to say. Let's go with ABBA, because they started in the 70s, right? We'll go with that. Sorry for my chewing. Okay, so we've got a very gross story that actually happened not too long ago. And again, I'll be referring to my son as different names. Just to make sure I don't accidentally reveal. Anyways, so I made a classic new mom mistake. I didn't get suspicious when I suddenly heard quiet. I think you guys are already knowing what's happening because we have a baby monitor hooked up to our kitchen. And so I hear him most of the time when he goes up into his room. But this time, suddenly it went quiet, and for some reason I didn't get suspicious because I just thought, oh, he must be just doing, like he must be in between. Yeah, I like the 80s hard rock. He must be in, like, in between, like moving from upstairs to his room. It's very true. That's why we don't have a baby monitor in our room anymore. And then I hear him come down the stairs. I'm like, okay, no big deal, you know, like, he's just coming down the stairs. And he comes up to me, I'm just like, hey bud, how's it going? And then I smell the smell. It's like, wait a minute. I just changed you not too long ago. Why do you smell like poop? He had discovered his garbage bin, knocked it over, opened up a few diapers, and found one with a nice log in it. Yup. And had carried it halfway down the stairs, which, mind you, the stairs are carpeted. So I've come up to him with the smell, with his hands covered in poo, with smears on his face. Of course, just like, oh no. So I check, yep, there was... The only good thing about this was that the poo was a very solid poo. So it did not, like, get smushed into the carpet, thankfully. Still gross, but it did not shmush. Oh, you came in at the perfect time. I'm talking about a poop story. Let's just say a bath came very shortly after. I was not happy. And I mean, that was part of my mistake, because I should have gotten suspicious, like, oh, why is he suddenly quiet? Because I have been told that's when the worst things happen, is when they're suddenly quiet, and yup, I should have been more studious and pay attention to his sudden quietness. So that's my little horror story. And now if Ruble ever listens to this when he's older, he gets to hear that I shared this story in front of how many people? Yep. Hey, I'm the parent. I get to share embarrassing stories now. I have the right. But yeah, that was my last week Thursday, I think it was. That's right, because then my mom came in that night because she was taking my grandma home. My grandma had hip replacement surgery, and she was going to take my grandma home, and she asked if she could stay the night, and we had all the windows open, be like, yeah, it might smell like poo in here. Yeah, I should have known, Bonnie. I've been told this by many moms. I should have known, but I did not because I trusted apparently that he would not get into the garbage, but he figured out a way. Now the nice thing is that our garbage bin actually has a lock, so now we've just been locking it from whenever he goes into his room. More horror story. Yep. Yeah, so lesson learned. Get suspicious every time you hear quiet. Unless you're supposed to hear quiet, like when he's in bed. I do not like horror. Yeah, so that's my thing. Anyways, how are you guys doing? How are your summers going? I'm actually half expecting one of my bus kids might pop on. They found out I have a YouTube channel, and at least one of them has the bell notification on, so she might have been notified that I'm streaming, but I also don't. Well, she could be in bed because she's in elementary, so she could be asleep right now. Unless suddenly I get comments here just like, wait, I'm on your bus, I'm blah 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 or something, and then I would be heavily encouraging, don't share your name on this platform. I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world if you know their names, but then you could be like, oh, you had the privilege of being on her bus. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I didn't read any of those. Well, that's great. I'm glad you're doing great. Yes, that's right. Congrats on the new job, by the way, Aqua. It sounds like I'm saying it in Spanish, like water. Aqua. Actually, the best memory I have of that is when Korra, the Legend of Korra, was like going on. Hold on. Sorry, I heard a noise and I just wanted to double check what that was. We were trying to get a stream, or we were trying to get it on our computers, and each time my friend Steve kept finding it, it was the Spanish version, so we'd hear like, I forget what the Spanish word for French, oh my goodness, the Spanish word for Earth was, but when we'd hear fuego, agua, well I know there's one air in between, but I can't also remember what the air is, but we'd be like, agua, and so it feels like I say that instead of aqua, I say agua, because I'm lazy apparently. Oh yes, good music indeed. Pizza Hut! Too bad you're not in my area, because I would order Pizza Hut all the time just to give you tips. Wait, why'd I draw them teeth? They're toddlers. I'll fix that. I just realized I drew adult teeth for babies. Yeah. Just thought I'd stream because it's been a while, and I'm actually heading out tomorrow to an event that I will not spoil because it's for the video's sake. If you haven't gotten the notification with the community thing, the community sounds like I'm talking about the show Community. With the video, I don't want to accidentally spoil it. That is an awkward arm. Thank goodness this is a sketch. Sorry, lost my train of thought. Just I listen to him every now and then. It's more of like if I want obscure music, I just turn it on. You know? So excuse me. That came out of nowhere. I apologize. I totally forgot what I was talking about. This happens very regularly. I was talking about an event. Oh yeah, the video. Don't want to accidentally spoil the video. So I will just say I'm super excited for it. Yeah. And that's all I'll leave it as. Maybe in the next stream I'll talk about it once the video is public. Then you guys will be like, oh, you were at a certain event. I'm like, yeah, I was. Actually, we can make these guys a bit bigger. It's just So like, here's a struggle that I've had as a mom. I try to get Ruble out to do certain things like go to the library because they have those like story times and like dance parties and stuff like that. I have been unsuccessful because my little dude is too busy to pay attention. He wants to do his own thing. He doesn't want to dance with mom. He doesn't want to, you know, interact with other kids. He just wants to walk around, do his own thing, and here I am forcing him to do like these actions to a song and whatnot, and it makes me feel bad because you know, there's always pressures as a mom, especially with social media, always comparing yourself, that I want to do more activities like this, but he just makes it impossible, especially if I'm alone. Like, if Robin were with me, it'd be a little bit better, but I'm usually doing this when I'm alone and he's at work. So, so it sucks that it feels like I can't do like more social activities right now because all Ruble would do is just do his own thing and not pay attention to the program, you know? Like, I can take him somewhat to playgrounds, but I'd have to heavily monitor him because he'll just be gone. Like the time I turned my back for 1 second, because I was at a playground that had one of those little splash pools or those little wading poodles. The waddling poodles, yes, the wading pools, that thing. And it was a slow day, so I guess the person in charge came up to me because she saw me and Ruble, and she was just asking questions and like, you know, talking about the programs a bit. And at the playground, you know those like playgrounds that have those mock cars? those like metal cars with the tires and the 2 steering wheels. Yeah, I turn away because Ruble loves wheels. Absolutely loves any kind of wheel. Steering wheel, car wheel. He'll touch any wheel, like tire on a car. Like, loves wheels. And of course, those playground cars have the steering wheel. So he decides, while my back is turned, that he would try to get up on this car to grab the steering wheel. He slipped and bashed his head into the metal bar. Oh, I felt terrible. And of course, the person at the pool talking to me felt terrible too because she distracted me. And yeah, it's sorry. I'm not drawing, by the way, because I have a giant muffin in my hand because I want to eat it. Ah. Oh, hi, mister. Food in my mouth and everything. I the most what's the word? Not polite. The most etiquette. Ceiling fans. That makes so much sense. So much sense. I am eating a chocolate Costco muffin. That is what I am eating. Oops, that is off-centered. No, he needs a bigger smile. What did I name this character? I named him Toby, I think? Or Tobias? Tobias or Toby? I think it's one of those. He he's like the big toddler eyes, like something like that. Let's just go with that. I have not. This is my last muffin. So next time we buy Costco muffins, I'm going to warm it up in the microwave. Try it out. As long as we get chocolate though. Sometimes, well, Robin doesn't like chocolate, but they usually are all mom. You're not wrong. They are pretty good. My eyes are always asymmetrical, but then again, I hear people actually look weird when they have a completely symmetrical face. So maybe it's just, you know, being like, hey, these people are real. I don't mind chocolate, like chocolate banana or chocolate chip banana, but I admit that I'm not a fan of banana flavoring. Like, I hate when smoothies put bananas in them when I don't want a banana. That sounds even more amazing with milk. Muffins! And that is from Derpy with My Little Pony. I definitely know about that. I'm hitting my other microphone, the microphone that I record my story times on. There we go. Oh, I'll tell you a more like happy story. Actually, just happened today. Rubel and I went to the grocery store to grab a few things for the weekend because my in-laws are actually here. I'm not a big fan of blueberry either, but that was because I ate a whole, like half a pail of blueberries when I was really little, and I got really sick, and I haven't eaten them, like been able to eat them really well since. Like I've been able to stomach them if they're in those like fruit tarts, but that's about it. So we went to the store so I can grab things for his grandparents while they watch him while Robin and I are at the event that's happening this weekend. I wish I knew, Bonnie. I wish I knew. And the store, Safeway, I went to Safeway, has those carts, you know, with that look like cars for kids, you know. The one was red and looked like a fire engine, and the other one was pink with little flowers. So I go in, and Rubel's walking. I'm holding his hand, but he's walking beside me. Yay! I'm so glad to hear that, Aqua. And so I decide, you know what? I should let him choose what cart he wants to go in. So I know he's only like one, but I say to him, okay, Rubel, you know, you get to choose what cart we go into. So I let him go, and he walks up to the cart. They do have wheels. And he goes originally to the red one because he's been on the red one before, but then he decides, no, I want the pink one. And he grabs it and like starts pulling it out. It's like, pink one it is. So we strolled around in a pink cart with flowers on it. Aw, yeah. Like he doesn't care right now. Like some little boys care what color they're in, like for carts and stuff, or I want pink. Or because, you know, the decal is girly, but he's too young to know what that is. And also part of it was like, you know, that classic, like the parent says, choose whatever you want, and then the kid's like, I want this, and it's the exact thing the parent doesn't want. Oh, they were just like deco flowers on the side, and then the parent's like, accept that, you can't choose that. Yeah, I don't want to be that parent who's just like, you can't choose pink, you know. It's just like, whatever, it's just a color. So what? It has flowers on it. I'm pretty sure there are other guys that are, you know, that like flowers too, you know. Hey, that's fine. I went through a pink and a blue phase, so it's all good. Pink Floyd. So yeah, and he just had a fun time, just, you know, driving the little wheels, you know. I, of course, was making jokes like, "Oh, Ruble, you're a good driver," you know? Yeah. Oh, hello. Still hate the color. It depends on the pink for me. I can pull off pink. Obviously not like peachy or salmon because it's too close to my skin tone and makes me look weird. Should I give... Okay, all of Toby's teeth are actually grown in because he's like over the age of 2. So should I give him... Should I give him like the adult teeth, or should I go with like the pointy teeth that I give Ruble as they grow in? I went through a punky hot pink phase too. Yep. I was a pink and black kind of person. Oh yeah! I want pink! You know what? I'm going to do this with a little bit of like... Let's go like that. Let's just go like that. Ruble teeth? Yes! Because Ruble's teeth are growing in, so until he has the typical teeth that I draw with my style, I just do like singular teeth instead of like the, you know, like that, you know? I'll do it similarly, but I'll make it like more pointed. I'll just do that. Maybe it looks cuter, I don't know, we'll find out. Rubble. I see that. I see how you do that. You see the behind the... I'm going to give you a behind the scenes with choosing Ruble's name as his cover-up and his OC name. You see, his original name is actually based on a type of currency. I won't say what it is, or else you'll find out. But we had no idea it was part of a... You know, it was part of a currency when we named him this. We only found out from friends of ours who originated from this place. So when Robin and I were figuring out what to call his OC, Robin suggested naming him Ruble after the Russian currency. And so it was like, yeah, let's do that. So that is, yeah. So that's how we came up with his OC and cover-up name Ruble. And pronounced Ruble. I guess some people say Roble, I guess. I say Ruble. I mean, that's what I see, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's the behind the scenes of how Ruble got his name. And then Lisi and Lewis are actually just base. Oh, you are too sweet. Thank you. I don't mind Paw Patrol. The only thing I don't like is that's not like quote-unquote educational. Like, it kinda is, but it's not. Ruble's really into the Wiggles right now. I don't know what it is, but he will not stand for any other cartoon. Like, I've tried other kids shows. I've tried Paw Patrol, I've tried Octonauts, I've tried others that I can't remember right now. Nope, only the Wiggles. You know how many times I've gone through the 2 seasons on Netflix? More than I can count. We've repeated it how many times? Yes, indeed. Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. I'm not gonna... You see, SpongeBob is a mixed bag for me. It's not like it's not a bad show, but I think, in my mind, Ruble has to be a certain age before he watches SpongeBob. And that's like another thing too, like shows that are more designed for older kids, like I don't know, like SpongeBob, I don't want him to be all into SpongeBob as a preschooler. I'd be, oh, hello. I'd be more up for it when he's like around the age 7 or 8. I don't know. I also don't want to be a victim of annoying TV shows now that I'm a mother. The Wriggles! I'm sorry, you spelled it wrong, but that's great! Very nice, Wolf of the Stars. Very nice. 10 out of 10. I lost my train of thought again. I know I was talking about kids shows, but I don't know where it trailed off. Yes! I loved Bananas in Pajamas. No, he might one day. You never know. But yeah, like, there's just shows that I want them to be a certain age to watch, like, you know? Like, especially if there's, like, themes that are a bit more, not adult related, but just, like, maybe themes that kids won't quite understand. I want him to be able to understand them before he watches them, you know? Oh, Blue's Clues. Oh, ooh, yeah, my brother watched a lot of SpongeBob too, and it was okay at first until it got really, really, really annoying. And then I was like, you shouldn't be watching that, Freckles, you shouldn't be watching that. He was like, oh, you're not the boss of me. Even though I was, because I'm the oldest sibling, but whatever. What is it with Max and Ruby that kids like? Because it's just nothing. Like, the designs of the rabbits aren't bad. Like, don't get me wrong, it looks fine. It just, the context of the show is just weird. I don't understand what kids see. Same with Peppa Pig. I do not like Peppa Pig because it's just, I don't know. It's just no. It's a little annoying, especially with the animal noises they make all the freaking time, you know? Also, apparently I hear a lot of kids are speaking in British accents because of Peppa Pig, and I just thought it was funny. It's like, no, our kids are going to speak with Australian accents because of the Wiggles. Oh, Bob the Builder! I remember, I would miss that phase, but I remember Bob the Builder. It should have been around when my youngest brother was little or something. My cousin, who's 2 years younger than my youngest brother, was heavily into Dora the Explorer. Like, really into Dora the Explorer. And it was okay. I mean, I watched everything when I was a kid, so I would watch with her. But still, like, now I look back and I'm just like, ugh. The things I didn't know that I would regret as an adult. Sunny Side Up Show, I've never heard of that one. Yeah, Peppa Pig has definitely become more of a meme. Actually, you guys, I have a friend who I had in college who's actually kind of, he's not like famous on Twitter, but he's actually pretty hilarious. His Twitter name is Llama in a Tux, and honestly, his content is like has made pages on Reddit. Like, it's been hilarious. He's made a Peppa Pig one too that's caused controversy. You guys should check it out. Here, I'll type it in here so you know what exactly to look for. The Twitter name is Llama in a Tux. I think that's it. There you go. This is gonna be weird if you guys just caught up and you're like, what's with the Twitter name? What? But yeah, check out his stuff. He's hilarious. Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping. Oh man. You know, if Swiper was a kid. Oh man. Wonder Pets. Oh, is that the one with like the duck and the guinea pig or something like that? They were like cutouts, like weird Flash live animal cutouts. Is that the right one I'm thinking of? Is that the right one? Okay, that is. Oh my goodness, that was a weird show. I didn't watch a lot of it because I was going through that phase of I shouldn't be watching cartoons and kids shows as an 11 or 12-year-old, but it was weird. I don't remember much about it except for the duck had some weird accent. Like, it was definitely a toddler accent. Don't get married until you're 30. I got married at 21. No, 20. Was I 21? Yes, I was 21. But I was turning 22 that year. When you know you're old when you're starting to forget how old you were when you got married. Oh, coconut. Oh, when you were younger, what was your censored swear? Like, I don't swear much anyways, but what was your censored swear? Oh, Sagwa! Oh, yes, that was my jam! I loved Sagwa. It was actually Sagwa that influenced me to draw the cats somewhat. I went through a Sagwa phase where everything I drew was Sagwa style. Sagwa style! That sounds like a martial arts term. The Sagwa style. Oh, I miss that show. I guess we use a lot of censored words at home just because that's just Robin and I don't swear a lot. But like even around like Rubel, even like things like shut up, like we have to be careful with saying that around him. We call each other butts a lot. I used to say oh my Lanta. Robin sometimes would say bollocks. Like, oh, bollocks. Oh, that's right. Okay, here's one. Here's one that was one of my favorite shows growing up. I could barely find any info about it. Has anyone watched The Silver Brumby? It only played at certain times. I think they only had like 3 seasons. I'm not sure. I made a whole comic based on cats from memory. I remembered every freaking episode and I would draw them out with gel pens. Not out of everything, it was gel pens. And I had a whole binder full of this thing of cats acting like horses. They were acting like horses! That should be a story time. My weird phase where I draw everything. I drew Ice Age from memory as a... What did I draw him as? As a pug, as a cat, and as a bunny, with the baby being a mouse. I drew Lion King 1, 2, and 1.5 as cats. I can't draw horses. I kind of draw horses. Kind of. Like, I could do My Little Pony style somewhat, but I also have my own style. But yeah, like, I used to do this thing where I just draw everything from memory. And most of the dialogue was right. Like, obviously there were some I missed out on. Like, obviously. But then I would draw the little speech bubbles. And I would get it almost perfectly. There's some, like I said, some were mixed up, but I had watched Ice Age so many times that I remembered the whole movie. As for the Lion King series, though, I would watch the movie, pause it, draw the scene, play, pause, draw the scene, and mind you, I did this on regular paper with a ruler, putting it in like 6 little squares across, and I draw so tiny in black pen. Anyways, Barbies, yes. I never was a doll kid growing up. I liked my stuffed animals or the plastic farm animals. I liked those. Oh, Kimba the White Lion style. Interesting. That is a good way. That's a good take on it. I'm pretty sure I did that too, Bonnie. Because I would see people do that, and I'm pretty sure I did it as well. And you did not grow up to be a serial killer. Serial killer. They forced my plastic animals. Yeah, my dollhouse I was given became the farm animal house because they kicked out all the humans. Sounds like the book farm animal stuff, but I was only like 8. And that was the only thing my sister like when I would bond over, because my sister and I did not get along at the time, but we could bond over playing with plastic farm animals. It was great. Oh, I have seen that show, Angelina. I didn't mind it. I thought it was nice at the time, but I would have to remind myself what it's all about and see if I would like it now or not. Yeah. Funny enough, I never had toy dinosaurs. It's not because my parents were against dinosaurs. They just never thought of giving us like plastic dinosaurs or like toy dinosaurs. And every time I'd be like, Mom, can we get a dinosaur? No, we can't get a dinosaur right now. And so Rubel has a plastic dinosaur. Anyways. Gen 3? Ooh! You had the Gen 3 toys. Okay, taking a break to eat muffin. Muffin! Oh, I'm sorry for the smacking. They made it 3D. Oh, minty. I've seen that video from the analysis people. Yes, I watched My Little Pony analysis because those people are entertaining. I've seen that one. Don't try it. Don't. I'm not speaking from experience. I just have a feeling. I have that gut feeling that pepper spray would not taste good. I didn't even grow up on My Little Pony, so I wasn't honestly indifferent. I just got to the phase like, it's for babies. You know. That typical, that's for babies. I went through a weird, like, noise. I wasn't allowed to watch Care Bears. I don't know what it was, but my parents would not allow me to watch Care Bears. Like, I still don't understand to this day why I wasn't allowed to watch Care Bears. Like, I'd play it, I'd get on it, and then all of a sudden my mom would be like, turn that off! Now look, I'm a brony, yup. Well, some people still think I'm a furry, so... If furry culture wasn't so weird, maybe I'd consider it, but no, I still do not class myself as a furry. Okay, that's enough bites of muffin. Let's continue. Oh, I almost forgot Rubel's whiskers. Hey, now there's nothing wrong with watching My Little Pony as a boy. But yeah, back then, oh yeah, you would have been chastised for watching it as a boy. Wow Wow Wubby? I've never heard of that. Little Einsteins, my cousin also had that as a baby. It was kind of fun to watch, not gonna lie. I actually played that for Rubel when he was like only a couple months old. It didn't hold his attention, but I was kind of watching it and it was like, oh, this is actually kind of relaxing. Huh. Fix my mistakes. Don't we all wish we have a time machine to fix all of our mistakes? If I had a time machine, I wouldn't dress like I did, because I did not know how to dress. I had no fashion sense, let's just say. And now I look back at the pictures of like when I was 12, I was like, ugh, why did I dress up as Gilligan from Gilligan's Island? Like, why? Very true, Melissa. I said Melissa. Oh my goodness, I can't even say my own freaking name. Where's Doc Brown? Yeah, I know, right? Ooh, I did some weird thing over there. Nice. We need to make another one. Oh, I know. Actually, quite a few people have been asking for Misspeak, but honestly, the reason they stopped was because Robin just stopped recording them. I think either they got repetitive or he just stopped writing them down. If I am any level of furry, I would say I'm probably the lower level, just drawing the character. Like, I obviously don't think I am Licia. It's just like Licia is a character that represents me. Miffy. That sounds familiar. I don't remember watching it. Unless you jog my memory, then I might have told you if I've seen it or not. The one downside of drawing dog eyes is that I have to be more circular with the pupils. Like with cats, I can be more oval. And then it'd be okay if I make little mistakes in the iris, which, speaking of which, I just found a mistake. But with dogs, I make them more circular. And so it's really annoying when you realize, oh, I did not draw a good enough circle. Ugh. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah. Licia's eyes are somewhat based off mine because I do have central heterochromia. In case you don't know what that means, my pupils are bluish, blue-gray, but the middle of it is a hazily yellow color, so it looks kind of like a sunflower. So, yeah, that's why Lisa's eyes are the way they are. And the reason she has, like, the green whites of her eyes is because some days my eyes have looked green. So I've added that detail in there. Because honestly, there was one day my eyes looked hazel, and it freaked me out. It must have been what I was wearing that day. I think I was wearing a lot of purple. I don't remember exactly, but I just... Oh, and apparently I've been told my eyes look green when I cry. That's what my friend Mento told me. We were such deep friends and we would cry a lot around each other. And yeah, she told me apparently my eyes look very green when I cry. Oh, nice! Oh, yeah, I was a Barney kid. I was definitely a Barney kid. And now I'm older, I understand why a lot of people didn't like Barney. And to be honest, I don't know if I could like Barney now. Like, I could say that I wouldn't, but I can't be for certain. Ooh, that's pretty. Also, I don't know if anyone knows about these, but who has heard about the Disney sing-along VHSs that they had in like the 90s? Because I watched a lot of those too. It was like Mickey Mouse sing-along songs. Yeah. The Teletubbies were weird. Oh, Beatles are not ugly. They were heartthrobs. Like, for the time period, of course. Yeah, of course they look ugly now because that's not your time period, right? Oh my goodness, those were my jam. I actually rewatched one of them for the fun of it. It was the circus one. And firstly I was like, man, circus culture has changed because I don't even think elephants are even allowed in circuses anymore. Or at least like exotic animals like lions and elephants and stuff like that. But at the same time it's like, huh, I guess I could see why I liked it. But yeah, seeing the elephants actually made me uncomfortable now. Because at first I was like, ooh, circus. And then I was like, oh. Especially after I watched the Tyke documentary. Which, if you want to see something sad, watch the Tyke documentary. It's about the elephant that got shot in Hawaii. Yeah, that was crazy. I recommend it, but only if you're in the right mood for it. I did not watch Aladdin until I was a teenager. Because I thought I wouldn't like it. Because it had no animals in it. Yeah, I was one of those people, if it was not animated and it had no animals in it, I did not want to watch it. And yes, I know Aladdin had the monkey, but the monkey was not the main character. Oh my goodness, I have seen that. The Miss Spider's Sunny Patch Friends. I did see that. That was weird. I love how we just are talking about kids shows now. I love it. Hey, it's a conversation starter, am I right? They were designed weird. For some reason, my parents never had the actual Lion King movies. I had to borrow them from friends and like family friends. Okay, that leg is very gimpy. Let's just okay, something about that leg's not right. We gotta fix that. There was a Blue's Clues spinoff? I never even knew that. Doug? Okay, I can kind of agree with you on that, Misty. Because, like, I've seen a few episodes of Doug, and it's just like, it's okay. I wouldn't watch it again. You know, like, of course, not dissing anyone who does like it, but it's just not my thing. Also, probably the multicolored people threw me off. But that's not that. Wow, taken out of context, that could be really racist. Yeah. Okay, what were those movies? Speaking of grandparents, what were those movies that your grandparents had that no one else would have? My grandparents had dolphin movies. Like Flipper and Roxanne. Zeus and Roxanne. Oh, hi. Blue talks? What? Doesn't go bow, 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 bow. Wow, mind blown. I wasn't allowed to watch Rugrats! I still don't know why I wasn't allowed. It was about babies. Why wasn't I allowed to watch a show about babies? I really need to ask Mom now, like, why did you not let me watch these certain shows? Like, I understand why she didn't let me watch Pokemon, because they were Christians, they heard about the whole, like, the mistranslation between, like, Japanese and English, like, language with monster meaning demon and the evolution and like that I get, even though it was not a great I don't care now, but like I get why, but for Rugrats I have no idea why. They just said it's a bad show. That's it. Spanish VeggieTales? Oh, I guess that makes sense. With you, Misty. But that yeah. Mr. Polka Dots, oh my goodness. Really? You didn't know? Huh. I mean, I had the very first ones where they were all like themed around Bible stories and whatnot, so I knew they were Christian. Young Sheldon. I've heard about it, but I'm not even a big fan of the Big Bang Theory. The Big Bang Theory. It's funny because music theory. Oh my. Okay. Band theory. That's great. Anyways, yeah, I know that it translates to pocket monsters, but there isn't a word in Japanese for monster. The word that technically means monster in Japanese is demon, and of course demon, especially in the Christian circle, has of course bad connotation. So when some preacher made a huge publicized thing about how Pokemon was of the devil, they brought that up. So yeah. Yeah, that happened. I watched The Last Unicorn for the first time, how many years ago? 7 years ago. And it was because of my old roommate, Lola. She was a unicorn lover. Native American beliefs. Huh, interesting. But yeah, no, trust me, like, even though I am a Christian, there are some crazies out there. Watch out. You know, the funny thing actually, Bonnie, is my parents didn't even know it existed until I started playing. The thing is though that Robin and I and our friends, we modify it somewhat so that, like, apparently there's some spiritual aspect to it, but we just ignore that. We just play it like it's a role-playing game. That's what we do. How was the movie, The Last Unicorn? It was alright. Like, some of the animation bothered me. It's just not what I was used to. But it was alright. That's all I'll say. It was alright. Like, I'd watch it again, but that'd be about it. You can't make someone get baptized. That's their own choice. Do people agree with me on that? That if you're going to be baptized, that should be your choice, not someone else's choice? Anyways, don't force people to become Christians, because that's not cool. That's not cool. Don't force your religion on people, you know? That can go for anyone of any religion. Don't force it on people. Cats Don't Dance. I rewatch it every single time I hear about it. Good movie. Okay, that's different. Muffin break. That's different. You're a baby. I think the Catholic tradition is pretty common with babies getting baptized, so that's slightly different. Go make your brownies. Have fun making brownies. You'll see the finished product eventually. I'll put this on my sorry, on my community thing after, of course, the publication of the video that I am teasing people with. Don't worry, I'm probably going to be a lazy mother too. Haha. Ugh. Muffin in the teeth. I don't judge. Beetles are fine. What age does that happen, Misty? Does that just, like, generally happen? Or do they wait till you're a certain age for that to happen? Chocolate milk? Delicious. If I had it my way, I would always drink chocolate milk. However, chocolate milk... What? No! Chocolate milk and cereal don't always mix depending on the cereal. Like Fruit Loops? Nah. Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Probably not. Alright, take care, Wolf of the Stars. Enjoy your brownies. Okay, has a white background. He has a white background. You have a white background. Everybody has a white background. And again, it could sound really racist taken out of context. Alyssa 2019, potentially racist comments when taken out of context. Isn't that like the majority of everyone's life though? Okay, I gotta look up his reference. I gotta make sure. Actually, I'm going to open this in a separate thing. It's gonna pop up on the screen, but I'm gonna move it over here. Bye! Sorry. Oh. Debbie brownies? I don't recall that. Hot cocoa or hot chocolate is also very nice. Oh, Bambi. Loved Bambi. Let's see. Should be a series. Oh no. I don't know if that would go over well, not gonna lie. You know, people would get butthurt about it. You know it would happen. Okay, where is that photo of Toby? Toby. There he is. That's probably the darkest thing that had ever happened. There! It's just Toby. Yay! Alright, let's copy that. Oh, look at a cute little Rubo. The photo is flying over the rainbow. Clearly, yep. Butthurt Central. You are correct in that. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Oh, I miss Tabby. I was supposed to see her this summer, and then it ended up not working out because of finances, and I'm sad. I'm so sad about that. Oh, we could have finally met in real life, and it didn't happen. Let's hope for next year. Indeed. Alright, let's get Toby out of the way. So, let's move this over here so you're not always watching that. What did I just do? Oh, there we go. Good thing I moved that, because a huge spoiler to the thing would have come up because I accidentally clicked the scroll and it went to the picture. Like, whoops. We do what we can. Tabby and I are both, unfortunately, busy mothers, and we let life get out of the way, but whenever we do talk, it's always very nice. It's just good to catch up. Alright, now let's copy that color. Alright. Okay, usually with tabbies like him... I know, right? I would love that. Okay, with tabbies, I usually do a pattern like this on their foreheads, but he's got long wispy hair, which is actually indicative of the real Toby, because he's a foster kid, and his real mother won't let the foster mother cut his hair, and it's super long, it gets in his face. When he has a runny nose, his hair gets covered in snot. It's not cool. Let's do something like that. Maybe it'll look cool, I don't know. We're experimenting, guys. I love how we went from TV shows to a short, religious segment, and now we're just kind of in a lull again. What should we talk about, guys? Actually, let's do this. Oh, right. I too was in a long-distance relationship. I know what that's like. Oh, he probably would get it in his hair. Not gonna lie. But I just don't... Yeah, and when I've asked the foster mom, why she won't... the real mom won't let her cut Toby's hair, she's like, oh, but it looks cute. It's like... If it's causing hygiene problems, maybe you should just get over the cuteness factor and let his hair get cut. It doesn't have to be cut what's it called? It doesn't have to be buzz cut, but at least cut it shorter so it's not in the way, right? Yep, 8 years. Actually, how long have Robin and I been together? 8 years! Did we? Whoa! Crazy. That's how long we've been, friends. Yeah, friends and dating all together, married 8 years. Huh! John Lennon. That's great. They've been, putting it in ponytails or, the man bun. I don't know. They're low maintenance people. They probably would just prefer to cut his hair shorter so they wouldn't have to put it in ponytails. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. It would just maybe just cause one less worry, you know? Good night. Ew, exactly. Wow. Very nice, Aqua. I am a sucker for romantic relationships, so well done. Well done. Wait, no, is he a classic tabby? He is not a classic tabby. I meant to say he's not a mackerel tabby. He is a classic tabby, and I have a slightly different design for classic tabbies. Just slightly, when it comes to the face. When you see markings going right to the eye, you know it means they're a classic tabby. But if it just goes like halfway across, they're a mackerel tabby. Or a tick tabby. Tick tabbies have the same markings. But classic is definitely different. Very nice. I knew a guy who really enjoyed beetles too. And in college, I met him in college, he had a record player with records of the Beatles and would just sit outside when it was warm, because Canada, and when it wasn't winter and snowy, and he would just play the Beatles while doing his homework or doing some reading, and you just walk by and you hear it and he's like, oh yeah, that's Joseph, you know? He's pretty cool. Wait, how did I do this again? I have to look at the picture. Can I zoom in on this thing? Hold on. I'm just talking to myself here. I mean, I kind of have been talking to myself. I'm not crazy. And you're still very cute together, Misty. Okay, I did do the face right. I did the face right, guys! Yay! Alright, and then I do something like this. Good night, Bonnie. You probably heard that. I was suppressing a burp, but it still came out. Actually, my parents-in-law are at our house right now. They're in our spare bedroom. That's like at the 3rd floor. However, I wonder if they can hear me. Oh, that'd be so weird. Be like, what is our daughter-in-law doing? She's being crazy again. Better get her checked out again. They don't talk like that. I love my parents-in-law. They're pretty great. I've been very lucky to have great in-laws. Also like being able to have nieces and nephews too, you know. Be married in and become an instant aunt. Yeah. Also, the one kid had known me her entire life because I started dating Robin when she was like, what, maybe 6 months old? So she's always known me there. I remember my other niece, who was very shy. Like Robin and I would be on a Skype conversation and she would just like sheepishly walk in. Robin would be like, hey, look, it's Lisa. And she'd just be like staring at me and be like, do you want to say hi? Mm-mm. Like that's her shaking her head, be like, mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm like, oh, okay. She was pretty cute. Oh, I hear a wild robin coming up. Hi, Robin. I am talking to a stream. Yeah. It's only that long? I thought it'd be much longer.
I don't want to make a super long speech.
Fair enough. Sorry, you guys. I'm just gonna pause for a moment here. Oh, okay. Don't mind me. Yeah, he's probably gonna say we need to go to sleep soon, because we do have to get up, quote-unquote, early. It's normal time for me these days, because Rubel wakes up between 6 and 7. Aww. I'm just reading comments right now. That's so sweet, Aqua. Yay! Aww. That's no fun. Alright.
I'm not though.
What?
Because I'm gonna stay awake.
You are staying awake?
For
Oh,
now.
okay.
I
Oh yeah, you're making your night lunch. Okay. Okay. That's a great reference. Well, you can have it. I'm okay with that. A full bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Also, Faith SJ says night lunch. Same. She says night lunch. Same. And then Midori says, what about second breakfast?
No. You can only have second breakfast when you're in Shire.
Oh, gotcha. Anyways, I'm suddenly skipping parts of the speech, so I gotta go back to where I stopped. Through my many years of experience. Yes.
Maybe I don't even have a story. That guy.
Oh my goodness.
Like, that's not even
Is that even appropriate to bring up?
what?
It's about Amanda and that guy.
And about the relationship from Firefly.
Yeah. Alright. Bye, Misty.
Hop along, Misty.
Hop along, Misty.
Said she needs to hop up.
Oh, yeah, I know. This is a great speech. I'm liking this. Aw, what a nice thing to say to him. Wonderful. I approve. 10 out of 10 with speech again. Yep. Aw. Cute little kitty. Anyways, continue. Continue! My apologies for the break. Anyways, we are back. Totally blanked on what we were talking about again. Hold on. Oh yeah, we had mentioned something about in-laws and then Robin eating night lunch. There's only 4 people watching. Excellent. I actually kind of like the smaller numbers sometimes. Like, don't get me wrong, the bigger numbers are fun, but the smaller numbers are also just as fun too. We just have to get on a topic that gets us all going, though. That's the only thing. 'Cause sometimes, like, I feel like it's my responsibility to get a topic going, and sometimes it's unsuccessful. So I'm like, hey guys, ice cream tastes good, you know. There's that slight pressure. It's almost 2. Don't worry. Once I don't even know if I'll finish this image, to be honest. But it's fun. It's true. It is. Yeah, I might not be able to finish this particular drawing, but hey, then you guys get a glimpse of what it will look like, and then when it's finished. But yeah, sometimes I feel that pressure when there's nothing going on. It's like, oh no, I've done something wrong. What's going on? Like, I mean, obviously, it's not like, Alyssa, you don't actually have to put that pressure on yourself. But I, as an extrovert, I feel the need to engage with people. Even if I can't see them, I feel the need to, you know, get things going, you know? So when, like, all of a sudden there's a lull, it's like, oh no, something's wrong. Must initiate conversation! To the 6 people that are watching. Hi, I like talking. Actually, it's kind of nice, like, when I hear, like, Jujin Ninja 3.0, like, say, I'm an extrovert. It's like, oh, bless you, my child. So many artists I hear are introverts. I'm finally being an extroverted, I'm finally watching an extroverted artist. Aw. Tell Robin he might watch you depending on what you stream about. But he has the same thing. Usually I'm his only watcher. That sounds so sad. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. Hold on. News. I'm starting to feel a little tired though, so we'll probably head to bed pretty soon. Yeah. Whoops. Ambivert. Honestly, some days I feel ambiverted too, but I think it's because I've been forced into the position of ambivert because I'm in the mixed bag of I want to go out, but I don't want to deal with a toddler. As bad as that sounds, like, once you deal with, like, situations in public that are slightly awkward because you have a child, you just kind of want to avoid it despite being an extrovert, you know? Okay. Yeah, if I had a Twitch account, I would subscribe? Oh, hold on. Ruble was making noises. It's almost midnight. You should not be making noises. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. I lost my train of thought again, so I'm gonna just... Oh yeah. If I had Twitch, I would subscribe to you. Ah, yeah. There we go. I like the sound of that. Oh, sure, yeah. I'd like to see that. Whoops. I bled. Da-da. Oh, by the way, for the story time I'm working on as of right now, like when it comes to recording and line art, I'm making a 3-parter. Because I'm gonna share a story, then Robin's gonna share a story, then a special guest is gonna share a story. Special guest, yeah. It's not Tabby, unfortunately. I wish it was, but not for this situation. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that, sort of. Part of me likes making videos, but the setup usually is like, oh, I hate this part, you know? They're like, oh, I really don't want to do all these sketches. I really don't want to do these particular things, even though I have to do it. And not just because, like, I feel like I have to, but, like, it's just a part of the process. It's just what I do. So, like, it's not like it's a social pressure or anything. Like, I have to do a certain thing that makes sense to me when it comes to making videos. But it's time consuming because life. Yeah, so it's like a mixed bag, I can say. I like the idea of making videos, I just don't like the process of making videos. But yeah. I need to finish this muffin break. Why is the paper oily? Sorry. Did I just eat a fuzz? I did just eat a fuzz. Lovely. I gotcha. I think I just, oops, sorry. I think I just got used to recording my voice. But I think my voice isn't like one of those voices that I find like annoying. It depends. These particular muffins I'm eating right now are super tasty. But if I were to choose, I probably would choose a cupcake. Just because I love sugar. These particular muffins are like, they're in cupcake wrappers, but they're baked like a muffin. So, it's not as sugary or has like toppings. It does not have toppings like in a cupcake, but it reminds me of a cupcake, so it makes me think I'm eating a cupcake, but I'm actually eating a muffin. I totally understand though, Aqua. A lot of people don't like the sound of their voice. Totally get you. Apparently it's a very common thing for people to hate their own voices. Oh, hello. Don't mind me. I'm eating a muffin because I have to finish it. And then I'll continue drawing until it's time to go to bed. Because I am getting tired. I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if I'll finish this drawing. But we'll get mostly done, I'll say. It's only mostly done. Muffin, no! I wonder what voice actors think. Do they hate the sound of their own voice? Or do they embrace it? Like, they probably like it in certain ways, but that's other times they probably hate their voices. Like, for example, if they have to play a particular character they really like, perhaps they would enjoy it. But if it's, like, something they're not familiar with or not used to, they might hate it, you know? Probably depends on what project they're into. That probably makes a load of difference. Ooh, nice! What has your friend said about it? Like, do they say it's tougher than they expect, or like, do you need specialized education, or what have they said about it? That makes sense, Faith. Again, sorry for the silence. I just want to finish this muffin before I go to bed. Oh yeah, it's an audition process. Plus experience, like, you probably get better chances if you're able to portray essentially a bunch of characters at a single time. Until you get like Tara Strong levels, you know? She has a familiar voice. You can almost instantly tell when she's in something. She probably makes a lot of money, not gonna lie. Oh, that's cool. Okay, almost done. Only a few more bites. Thank you for sticking around. Almost done. Almost done. Okay. Sorry about the chewing. If you even hear it. I just assume everyone hears my chewing. Because it's all in my head, so why not in everyone else's head? Wahaha. Ooh. That sounds fancy. It's hard to get noticed in this industry. What in the world? Sorry, I thought that was the Jaws theme there. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. It's really cool when people can make careers out of art. I had become cynical after my experience in university when it comes to art. But there are people who make it happen, and good for them. I just found it wasn't for me, therefore I've become cynical. At least in reference to me, but to those who can do it, it's a hard battle. Ooh, albums. That always gets my attention. Excuse me. And, oh yeah, I think I shared this on the secret group that Aqua is a part of, but it turns out I found out why I preferred instrumental music over music with words, and that's because apparently I have a condition called auditory processing disorder. It just essentially means that I don't hear speech very well. And, yeah, it's kind of nice knowing that you're not actually crazy. But yes, that's why I prefer music like this, is because I don't have to rack my brain to thinking, whoa, power metal, that's great. But yeah, I don't really hear the words in music anyways. It always usually sounds like a jumbled mix and mess. And like I can hear a few things, but like I almost always get lyrics wrong when I'm like trying to sing. It's like, yeah. And that's just a general example, of course. I need to look back at the thing. I haven't really given that a chance, so I can't really tell you. I want to say maybe, but I guess it's because when I think of that, I think of Japanese music, and it's like, Japanese music doesn't hit it for me that well, so I can't relate at least to Japanese music, but I might be able to with other languages. It could just because Japanese has a specialized, like Japanese pop music has that tone, and I'm not a pop music person, so I just don't listen to a lot of like Japanese music. There's probably been some songs that I've listened in different languages that I've enjoyed, and I just can't think of them right now. Yeah. Peaceful sounds nice. Yeah, like if it's traditional Japanese, I would love it. Just if it's like singing, I just can't really tell you on that one. Oh, hello there. Indian is interesting. It depends on the instruments they use. 'Cause sometimes the type of instruments that are like traditionally like East Indian sometimes bother me, but that's just because I'm not used to them. And that's definitely like I could probably get over that. It's just something I would have to get used to. Yeah. Like, it would be nice to know what they're saying if I don't understand the language, but at the same time, then I don't have to worry about what exactly they're saying, you know? Someone with auditory processing disorder, you know, that's pretty good. There's actually probably a French song I used to listen to a while back, and I mean, living in Canada, you're required to at least learn some French, at least where I went to school, so, I actually need... Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Oops, that's not what I wanted either. That's it. That's what I wanted. No! Go down. Oh. Apparently I reached the end of it. Okay, let's keep going. Ah! Can't do things right. That's what I'm looking for. He's just way down there. I mean, there's also that that guy that was a meme a while back. That like that guy. I don't mind that song. It's kind of fun actually. And then part of me is like, what does he say? You know, but then it's just kind of fun because he makes more noises than lyrics. Oh, which is actually funny because the students on my bus were Ukrainian, so they probably understood what he was saying, even if he was Russian. I actually asked them. I asked them, is there a difference? Like, do people confuse you for Russian? They're like, oh, all the time. And then I asked if there was a difference. They're like, it's like a different accent. I was like, oh. So they understand most Russian when they're Ukrainian. But yeah, it was really cool. I enjoyed driving those guys. I will admit though, the one thing, especially at the beginning before I got to know these kids, is all of a sudden they'd all be speaking Ukrainian. Well, not all of them, but like most of them would start speaking fluent Ukrainian, and immediately I got suspicious. It's like, are they talking about something I'm not supposed to hear because they know I don't speak Ukrainian? They could tell right away. They could tell that I don't know Ukrainian or Russian, so they're like, ooh, we can get away with this. And so I would always get suspicious every time. All of a sudden, like, there'd be a mixture of Ukrainian and English, because some of them would have pretty good like English speaking like skills, but then all of a sudden they all go into Ukrainian, and it's just like, okay, something's up. And thankfully, well, hopefully, I'm trusting the kids wouldn't talk about, you know, things they're not supposed to, you know. If any of those kids were on, they're probably all actually in bed. It's past midnight. They're all under like they're all like the ages of 13 and under. Most of them actually came from Ukraine. They were immigrants, and some were born in Canada, but like their parents came from Ukraine, so they're like first generation Canadians. But yeah, they just all came from Ukraine. And some of the kids were born in Ukraine, some weren't. Some have Ukrainian lineage, so they would go to the Ukrainian school I dropped them off at. Yeah, like, and I think almost all of them were devout Catholics, because it was a Catholic school too. So, like one kid, I think it was like during Lent, since I'm a Christian, but I'm not Catholic, so I'm a bit rusty with Catholic terms. I think it's Lent. One kid brought his prayer book in, and he's talking about his prayer book and stuff, and I thought that was pretty cute. Yeah, so what's another thing? At one kid's house, eventually the kid would just start opening his door to let me know that he was coming, because sometimes he'd be a couple minutes late. And I looked through the door, I was just at the right angle, and I looked through the door, like, because I was looking out for him, and I see two portraits, like on the wall, and one's of the Virgin Mary, but the other one I had no idea was. It was a guy, and I knew it was a saint because it had the halo, but I didn't know which one. So, okay, thank you, Aqua. So I asked one of the other kids, who was like a friend of his and in his class. I was like, I figured he had been over to his house before, so I was like, hey, what's what's that portrait on the wall over there? I know that's Virgin Mary, but who's that other guy? And he's like, oh, that might be Saint Nicholas. It's like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah. All right. Good night, Midori. I think I'm essentially done, actually. I just did this as a little, like, I'm not going to put any detail in it. It's just a general, they're all blue-eyed. I didn't even realize that. Yeah. And anyways, yeah, those kids were pretty fun. I'm going to miss them because I'm switching companies and they don't have that school in their contracts. So I'm pretty sad. I really liked those guys. Oh, they found out. St. Nicholas, yeah. Maybe there was a different Nicholas. I don't know. Unless he was trolling me. He could have been trolling me now that I think about it. But, unless it was actually a St. Nicholas. I don't know. Unless I maybe heard it wrong. I don't know. But yeah, they found out about YouTube because I told them the unfortunate news that I was switching to another company and I wouldn't be their driver next year. They were all very sad, by the way, because apparently I was a good bus driver. Apparently I was the best they had. And I'm not kidding. That's what they said. I'm only reiterating what they said because I always think I'm a terrible bus driver. Well, I don't, but I always think someone else is better than me. But that they were saying I was the best. So I decided to tell them, hey guys, I'm gonna be, like, I can't tell you the situation behind my work, and I ranted to you guys, like, in the last stream what was happening at work, so I won't tell you now. And I told them that I can't tell them the reasoning why I was leaving at that time while I was still hired by this, like, still part of this company, but I would make a video about it on YouTube, and of course they're like, oh, you're on YouTube? And then when they discovered I had 15,000 plus subscribers, even though most of them don't interact, they're just like, oh, what? You're famous? It's like, I was, like, sort of, I mean, kind of. I don't consider myself famous, but yeah, I had a stint of popularity, I'm not gonna lie. Did the music just finish? Oh, perfect timing. Oh, you gotta tell me how this guy was evil. Or girl, I don't know. The driver. You gotta tell me how this driver was evil. So yeah, they were pretty shocked to find out. And actually one of them commented on one of my recent posts, so you'll know at least one of them on my bus. Well, sort of. He doesn't say his name, thankfully. Thankfully, he did not, but I knew who it was. He told me his username, so I immediately recognized it. Yeah. Yeah, it was sad. I almost cried when I had to tell them that I wasn't returning because they were like, oh yeah, and then next year we're going to have a great time. It's like, yeah, next year. Blame the company for not letting that happen, you know? So all I'm hoping is that the company that I did work for loses that contract with the school. The company I'm being hired into takes that contract so I can take those kids to school again because I want to take those kids to school again. Like, I really liked those guys. They were really cool. Also, their parents were really awesome. Like, I had really good working relationship with all of the parents. And that's a rare thing. I've had really good luck with working relationships with caretakers and parents with my career as a bus driver. I've been very thankful for that. Sorry, I just saw a thing. That's on my desk. But yeah, anyways, I should probably head to bed. Robin's going to be heading to bed soon anyways too, so I'll call it quits. But if you don't finish the comment here, Faith, tell me in my most recent community post about how your bus driver was evil, if you feel like free to, if you want to share. But yeah, I probably should quit for the night. I'm really starting to fade. I can feel it. So, yeah. All right, guys. Good night. Oh, wait, you just commented. I'm going to read this quickly. Why would she hate music? Oh, that's no fun. See, okay, before I go to bed, I'll at least say one thing. Um, I, because I worked for the Catholic system. There's two systems, the public system and the Catholic system in my province. And for some reason, the Catholic system doesn't allow bus drivers to play music. You have the option to play music when the students aren't on, but when those students are on, no music. And I think that's just part of like the Catholic beliefs and stuff like that, that they don't want their kids listening to potentially inappropriate music because they know the bus drivers are usually not Catholic. So, yeah. So that's my case. I would love to play music, but I'm not allowed to. But yeah, that's no fun. I always waited until my students were at least in their seats. I would usually wait till they sat down, or at least I'd start off slowly if they were still up. But yeah, what's sad? Anyways, feel free to share more stories if you want to in the community post. I'll know exactly. I'll recognize your name and your picture. So, all right, for real this time now. Good night, and hopefully next time I'll see you guys soon. Yeah. I'm tired. Okay,